Hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and today it's my birthday! Yes, I have turned 21 years old, and I thought the best way to celebrate it in the most Lost in Travel style would be to go and get lost in travel. So over this weekend, I am going to head on a plane and go somewhere in Europe. However, there's a catch. I do not know where I am going. My parents have booked a trip for me. I'm going to be taking you all along on this journey. I still don't know. I'm about to head to the airport. I'm about to find out where I am heading. It could be just across the road. It could be miles away from home. Let's get to it. I am so buzzing for this. I am going on my very first surprise holiday. Let's go.
Big surprise, all the beaches spreading in the skies, so
I'm over here.
Alright, I'm quite excited for this.
So here we come.
Yeah, it's like... Well, it's been delivered to me now.
Yeah, next week.
I'm off to Blackpool. There we go. We're finally getting to go. What a good dance.
You're going to Gdansk, we're going somewhere else.
My granddad wasn't entirely wrong. I was definitely on the same flight as them. However, that flight definitely didn't land in Gdansk. Welcome to Warsaw. Wait, what? So, yeah, we're in Warsaw right now, guys. We're meant to be heading to Gdansk, but we're literally just about to land, and then suddenly the plane just went back up again, and we were like, what in the world's going on? It was too foggy to land in Gdansk, so everyone was like getting a bit anxious on the plane, and then suddenly we just ended up in Warsaw. Ryan, there's been barely any help to us. It's midnight. There's no transport to Gdansk. They're telling us they're going to compensate us, but I think the next train is at 4:45 in the morning. Gdansk is 4 hours away. What a start to my surprise trip. Some may say the biggest surprise of them all. Despite this setback and the tiredness beginning to kick in, we wandered around Poland's capital, taking in the eerie sights at 2 AM, whilst we anticipated the train journey to our proper destination. Good morning and welcome on here to Gdansk. After a long travel day, I'm finally made it here to my surprise city, and it is fitting all of the Polish vibes.
I've seen the northern lights, the British countryside, every single southern college town. Sat with important men and felt like one of them. Stood at Cyprus in between the clouds.
The coolest things I've noticed since hitting Gdansk so far is there's these gargoyles, and I've heard that when it rains, the water goes into the gargoyle and flows, and it's like a fountain. So when it's sunny, just plain gargoyle statues. When it's raining, they convert into nice water fountains. How cool is that? Wow. So I've now entered Gdansk's lawn market, and this is the first time I felt like I've been properly in Poland. This street is so much like a fairy tale. The coloured buildings, the little cafes, and oh my god, the churches, the history. Guys, I am in love with Gdansk, and I've barely scratched the surface. But this street feels like I'm living in a fantasy. Wow, so much detail to every single part of the building.
Thought I'd seen all there is to see. Spent all this time chasing my dreams, and none of them came true till you were here with me.
Good morning everyone, and welcome on here to another beautiful day in Gdansk. It feels like it's definitely the end of summer, start of autumn here, as we're getting one last ray of sunshine, but the leaves are now starting to blow in, and honestly it just makes this European city feel so beautiful to walk around. I'm in awe of every single building. So one of the most notable things about Gdansk is that this is the place Nazis invaded to kickstart World War II. So basically that means that I'm walking through here and seeing the post-war efforts done to Gdansk and seeing how they've managed to adapt and improve. And I think that's one of the coolest things about exploring Europe, is being able to see what the place looks like after the war effort and how they've managed to battle back against the Nazi invasion. This may be one of the coolest and most abstract museums I have ever been to. Four hours later and we have now just stepped out of that museum. Definitely worth your time, guys. I've learned so much about Gdansk and actually about World War II in general across the entirety of Poland and Europe. Use that strength of yours. Oh, heave! Did you know that Gdansk originally wasn't owned by Poland, but it's been owned by Germany and was called Danzig? These are the kind of things that you learn when you come to visit these places, and just be able to know what the world would have been like pre-war and post-war here in Gdansk is pretty epic to be able to see. And now to waste a couple of minutes, we're gonna go up the Ferris wheel.
It's never been the same since you can make this right. What is it that I wanted for you to remind?
This is my birthday trip after all, so of course we went and had some pizza for lunch. Then we had some Goffreys down by the pier. I have only ever visited Poland once in my life, and I was actually only here for not even 24 hours. I went on a school trip with my history class to see Auschwitz-Birkenau in Krakow, and it was one of the most shocking and jaw-dropping days of my entire life. I don't know how the school thought it was a good idea to only go for one day, because it just wasn't enough to take in what I saw. But now that I'm actually finally here and I'm getting to explore the rest of Poland, I've got to say, I want to be back here so badly. I'm so sad that I'm only here for a weekend, because this place is just so relaxing to walk through, and it's just, it's definitely not an eyesore. And it really makes me feel like I want to do a road trip or just a long period spent in Poland and explore all of its cities and all of its wonders. Also, I forgot the obvious omission, which is that my surname is Polish. My papa is Polish, which obviously I want to find out more about his history and to go and explore his childhood birthplace. guys, and welcome here to our last day in Gdansk. We have now got up bright and early at 5:30 because I want to see this place when the sun is rising. And it's already so quiet. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to wake anyone up. But I'm going to head to the lawn market and I'm going to get photos of the streets here in Gdansk with no one in my way. Let's see if I can do it. So you remember this street from earlier on in the video, and it was jam-packed. Well, look at it now. This is why getting up for sunrise is totally worth it, because not only do you get a spectacular sunrise and lighting for photography, you also get it basically to yourself. One of the best things to photograph here in Gdansk is obviously the buildings. I don't think I've seen a single building that is exactly the same here. Every single building is unique and its own personality, and I think that's what I just love so much about this city. Honestly, taking photos of the doors, the kind of shops that you get here in the city, every single thing is so much different from back home. They all just have character and they all come to life. Honestly, just pick up your camera and get yourself out to Gdansk right now. One of Gdansk's most defining landmarks is the crane, sitting right here on the riverside. I did not know that they got its name the crane because it actually is a crane. Right now it is temporarily closed, but the crane was built in the 1300s. It burnt down and was reconstructed to look like what it does look like today in 1442. But for a long while, it was actually used to lift off cargo from cargo ships, like an actual crane would do. And I didn't realise. I thought maybe, maybe just like cranes, either the mechanical object or the bird. Depends on what you think of first, but I'm gonna say, for it being a crane, it is the coolest crane I have ever seen, and I don't know why no one is inspired to make any more cranes like that. Like, where is the character in cranes? Why do we need to have these boring mechanical things that just obstruct photos when we can have something like that where I'm constantly clicking the trigger on? Imagine taking that bad boy out for a spin though. So I guess that is going to be the end of today's video. We are now heading to get our suitcases and head back to the airport to go back home after an incredible surprise weekend. Because a massive thank you to my family, my grandparents, my uncle Graham, my sister and my parents for coming along with me here to Gdansk. It's really fueled my love for Poland and I cannot wait to be back. And anyways, I guess I'll catch us all with the next video. Catch us all later, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and I'll see you all later on. Peace out, guys.
Why can't we be friends? If it's so much easier before we got our feelings hurt, and I can't pretend that it's easy. Why